Welcome to Coffee in the Swarm, a podcast of Graceland University Campus Ministries. This is part of Faith Unfiltered, the new name for Project Zion podcast, sponsored by Community of Christ. I'm your host, Mike Hoffman, campus minister, and with me today is our new student co-host for the 2025-2026 academic year, Maddie Byrne.
Hi, my name's Maddie. I am a sophomore. My major is science education, and I am on Shalom.
Shalom, one of the 16 houses here at Graceland.
Yes.
So great to have you this year. Thank you for being and doing this.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Today, we're coming to you from the KBUZ studio on the Lamoni campus. Our recording technician is Ivan Joseph, the student station manager for KBUZ, and we appreciate his help. This is a new adventure for us as we move from our recording from the campus ministries offices to a studio and a station with better equipment and with a rich, very rich history. Radio began at Graceland, according to the Graceland Book of Knowledge, in 1916. And while it's gone through many changes, it has now become KBUZ, KBUZ, an online radio station. This past summer, KBUZ reclaimed the broadcast studio that was part of the original plans of the Shaw Center. It was designed to be one of the locations for Iowa Public Radio. I'm not sure Iowa Public Radio ever broadcast from here because I think the technology changed and then they did other things but didn't record live here. But KBUZ advisor Matt Schneider, with the help of Jack Ergo and others, made the move this summer and continues to work on improvements. We're sitting in an incredible studio with great sound equipment, soundproofing and lights and colors, and it's just wonderful. So let's go on with our interview today. Maddie, who do we have as our guest on today's podcast?
Today, we have our Graceland Student Government Officer, our campus chaplain president, Caitlyn Grover. Caitlyn, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Caitlyn Grover. I am the Council of House Chaplain's president here on Graceland University. I am a junior. My major is biology and chemistry. I'm a part of the cross-country and track team here on Graceland, and I am happy to be here.
Yeah, you are. Okay.
Oh, it's great to have you here, Caitlyn.
Thank you, Mike.
So, where are you from?
I'm from Lee Summit, Missouri, which is about 20 minutes away from Kansas City, Missouri.
Me
I grew
too.
up there all my life. I know. We live like 20 minutes away from each other.
We do. Okay. What was it like for you in the church in that area with me?
Yeah, with you. It was great, especially because you were there.
Yeah.
You guys went to church together?
We did go to church together.
We still do.
We still go to
do,
church
yes.
together.
We have the same home congregation, which chapel.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really nice. I mean, growing up in that area, we had a lot of youth around my age. So I always grew up with a lot of youth. And our church put a big emphasis on the youth around there. So I grew up being very involved in the church. In fact, there were a few services that our youth got to plan by ourselves, which was really cool. So it was a really great time. And obviously church camps are always great at Lake Donovan and Spec, although I only got 2 years because of COVID, so that was sad, but it was great.
So what brought you to Graceland?
Family.
Family brought you to Graceland?
I mean, kind of, yeah. My grandparents on my mom's side, it's a lot on my mom's side. So my maternal grandparents both went here and worked here. My grandpa coached. My aunts and uncles on my mom's side all went here. My mom has a seminary degree here. And then both my older brothers, Zach and Dylan, they also both went here. So, I mean...
So you had no choice then.
I mean, I had a choice.
Of course.
I mean, I visited here and I visited other colleges too whenever I was going through my decision journey. But in the end, like what got me here was the community aspect of Graceland. So,
yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your Graceland experience?
A lot, but in the best way possible. I mean, I'm involved with a lot of things on campus. I don't have a lot of downtime, but you know what? That's good for me because I'm a procrastinator. So the less downtime I have, the less I can just bed rot, which is great.
So like you say that you're involved in a lot. What are some of your favorite things that you're involved in?
Well, Soraya is my house. We love Soraya. Soraya is the best. Shalom's also great.
Yeah, Shalom is home, guys.
Shalom is home.
A little competition here. This is good.
It's great.
Hey, top floors of Tez.
Top floors of Tez.
So
okay.
Shalom and Soraya literally on top.
Yes,
Okay.
literally. So I'm on Soraya, and I'm a pretty big. I try to stay pretty involved on that, and then, as I said, I'm on the cross country and track team, so that takes up like 2 hours of my day every day because I have to run pretty much every day.
What time do you have to start in the morning for practices like?
Well, it depends. So
Okay.
we usually whenever we have workouts, we have 6 a.m. practice.
Okay.
So I'm waking up at 5:30 a.m. And it was really hard when I had 8 a.m.s, but this year I don't have 8 a.m.s. Yay!
So which means you get up and go practice and then you go back to bed?
Well, I tend to procrastinate my homework until the morning of.
Okay.
So I usually have more homework to do.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's a good way to wake up. It actually tends to wake me up more whenever I have 6 a.m.s than when I don't have 6 a.m.s, even though it's really hard to wake up at 6 a.m. But if I don't have 6 a.m.s, then we just have our afternoon practice, which is at 4. So,
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Chaplain President, what's been your church experience at Graceland?
I mean, at Graceland, obviously, I'm an Inspire run by the one and only Mike Hoffman.
Which, for those of you listening, if you don't know what Inspire is, in previous decades, it's been the Community of Christ Leadership Program here at Graceland, but it's now called Inspire, and it's actually part of the catalog. It's a 4-credit ministry practicum. So, yeah, Caitlin's
Yes.
a part of that with her responsibilities as chaplain president.
Yes. I've been an Inspire all 3 years I've been here so far. Gonna go on 4. And then I've gone to Afterglow quite a bit.
Have you spoken at Afterglow?
I've spoken
Yeah,
at
haven't you?
Afterglow,
Okay.
I think, at least once, both my freshman and sophomore year, maybe twice one of those years, but I don't remember. But yeah, I've spoken at Afterglow and then just gone.
I guess we should explain Afterglow too. It's now our Wednesday night worship service. So, and it's the main worship service we have here on campus because of student schedules.
And if you guys want to be impressed or whatever, I happen to sing at Afterglow a lot. So
Yes, she does.
watch the recordings.
Yeah.
Yes. And she slays at it. She's a really good singer.
Very good.
Yes. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Of course. Got to gas you up a little bit. But yeah, so I go to Afterglow. And then this year, as it has been mentioned multiple times, I'm the president of the House Chaplains. So they are part of the HOCO or House Council on each house. And I pretty much just oversee them. And they help me and they advise Mike as part of their job description, but they're with Campus Ministries. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. What do you hope that the campus chaplains accomplish this year? Is there any one thing particularly, or?
I mean, I really want to make it clear that Campus Ministries isn't just for the community of Christ people on campus, but it's for everybody of all religions, or if they don't practice a religion, but mostly all religions. I know that Ella Gerlach, our grad assistant for Campus Ministries, and I are trying to possibly get a prayer room together if that goes through. But Ella has friends who are Muslim, so she's asking them questions to make sure.
And you mean students that go here that are Muslim,
Yes,
right? Yeah. Okay.
yes.
Yep.
To make sure that they have what they need in that room. But yeah, so there's stuff like that I'm hoping we can do more, either bigger or smaller things like that throughout the year, just to make sure that everybody knows they're welcome and supported and safe on campus. So yeah.
All right. Well, what do you plan to do after you graduate?
A lot more school.
A lot more school?
Yeah,
To do what?
Yeah, I'm either going to go to med school to be a clinical geneticist or vet school to be a veterinarian.
She's wanted to be a vet for a while.
I have. But in recent years, I've thought, genetics is pretty cool. So I might go down the genetics area.
So what drew you to that?
Go ahead. Sorry, say that again.
So what drew you to that?
I've always liked genetics. Like in high school, when we were first introduced to genetics, it was one of the subjects that I understood the best, which is always great because it was easier for me. And then last year, my sophomore year, my first semester, I had cell bio as one of my classes with Dr. Shago. Shout out to Dr. Shago. And in that, one of the subjects we went over were genetics, and it was a lot of like the Punnett squares and other things to do with genetics that I really liked. And then this semester I'm in molecular genetics. So we'll really get to see if I like genetics this year.
So you said a lot of school. How many years might you continue then?
It depends on what I go into.
Okay.
So with vet, it would be 4 years because vet school is 4 years. And then with med school, it would be 4 years to get through med school. But then if I want to go specifically down the genetics route, I might have to do a fellowship, which is just even more stuff,
Even more.
I
like that answer.
Yes.
Even more.
I just have to do a whole lot of school. But then I get a lot of money, which is great.
Yeah.
Hey, don't be greedy.
It's not greedy. It's just the truth.
Well, she could have like medical school bills to pay off too.
Oh, yeah, I do. So it would be a while till I get to have the fruition of all the fruits of my labor.
That is very true. Now, what are your hopes for Community Christ in the future?
Oh, I feel like I am at a unique place in the church as of my mom's role in the church. For those of you who don't know, my mom is Caitlyn Grover, and she is a counselor to the president, Stacey Cram. Shout out to Stacey Cram, along with Bunda Chibwe. And their historical first presidency, as it's the first female president of the church, and the first presidency with 2 women on it, and the first presidency with an African male.
That's true. Wow.
So there's a lot of history.
First, yeah, a
lot of history in that. And so I'm really excited for what they have. I think COVID impacted a lot of different things everywhere in the world, including the church. And I felt it because I was in my youth at that time. Absolutely. I felt it a lot in like spec and camps like that. And I grew up being what they call a spec brat, which is the underage kids, if their parents or siblings, especially before COVID, they would let people come up and visit, would come up and get to hang out at spec. And I just saw a whole lot of people, and there was like an IYF spec, which I never got, which was kind of sad, but that seemed really cool.
For those of you listening, IYF is the International Youth Forum year. So that makes it an international spectacular too, which is a really cool experience.
Yes.
So. Yeah, my senior year of spec, we got to have people from Australia and people from other countries like Spain.
Nice.
So it was really, really cool to see different cultures.
Were you both there? Okay.
I'm a year older than her.
Okay.
So yeah, she's just old.
I'm old. Don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that.
I apologize.
Yeah. You're going to be my age in 2 days.
Yeah, guys, my birthday's on Saturday. Make sure to tell me happy birthday.
Okay,
I'm very kidding.
This will come out in the future. So what day is your birthday?
It's my birthday.
What?
September 13th.
September 13th. Okay.
Why is she trying to ASMR this?
Because we have really cool mics to do that
it's
now.
Really cool mics. Yeah. Are you feeling sleepy?
Okay. So what's one thing you would want Community of Christ leadership to know?
I could go straight to the big dogs with my mom.
That's true. You could just, hey, Mom, why don't we do this?
Hey, I want this in World Church. Mom, go tell Stacey Graham tomorrow.
Doesn't mean it's going to happen.
No, it doesn't work
guys,
like that.
this is a really, really good example of nepotism right here.
No, I don't think so. I don't think her mom would let that happen. So.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Oh, no, she wouldn't let it happen.
Yeah. No, but if you, I think this is a fun question because I think it's like, you can say, what would you like to tell them? And that's really more about your dreams for the church in the future,
This year we had World Conference, which this was like my first time I actually felt like I understood what World Conference was and actually experienced it. Because before then, I wasn't able to go to the last one because it was during school and I was a high schooler. So couldn't go to the last one. And then the one before that was when I was like early middle school. And that's early middle school. You never really truly understand the momentous occasion of World Conference. So this was like the first time I truly experienced it. And I helped with Conference Kids, which was for kindergartners to sixth graders. And it was if their parents are delegates, they could come, and it was like the whole day we would do stuff with them.
And that's what you did this last conference?
Yes, I did this with last conference. Nice. And like in earlier conferences, I was one of the conference kids.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, which I always really enjoyed. So I thought it was really important to do a world conference. And so I just think, I think this is very well known, especially my mom has told me this. So that's encouraging that they really care about the youth and the younger people of our church. And I have these friends who are twins, Jenna and Janae Scranton, so shout out to them. But their mom, Joy, love Joy. But she has always said that she hates it when people say that the youth are the future of the church, because she's like, no, they're the now of the church.
Yeah.
Which I think absolutely. A lot of people have started to understand. So I just hope we keep going in that direction in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, I just, I don't know if it came early, but I got a copy of the most recent Herald, and it's all a youth and young adult takeover. Really, children and youth, maybe not even young adults, but it was tons of articles about what's going on in the church, across the church, like in youth ministry and things. So really cool.
Yeah, I also think it's important that we really pay attention to our young adults, because I know in Central Mission they've started doing more stuff like. We have the young adult retreat in Central Mission in spring, and I got to go for my first time last year because the year before that I had track, and that was so fun. And then I went on this thing called Adventures Reunion this summer. Literally the day before I moved in, I came back from Adventures Reunion, but that was really fun. That was in Tennessee, and it was great. So I just think overall in the world, having more options for young adults would also be great.
Yeah, nice.
So is there anything else you'd like to share with our listeners about you, Graceland, the church, or your future?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay, well, I have a big question for you. Mm-hmm. Okay. What would be the title of a movie based on your life, and who would play you?
You know, you told me you would ask this before, and I still am struggling to find the answer, you know? I think the title would be Rainbow.
Why?
You know, because I'm just a rainbow, glittery, happy person, you know?
That's for sure she is.
She's a very rainbow glittery.
Very energetic and upbeat person. So,
oh, yes. Yes. Sometimes it's not the best, but...
You know what? Everyone needs a good rainbow glittery energy in their life.
Exactly.
So who
That's
would
really
play
hard to say, isn't it? Rainbow,
glittery. Yeah. You think there should be more, but there's not more on that word. Who would play me? Oh, my goodness. Haley Steinfeld, I feel like.
Pourquoi? That means why in French, by the way. Yes. You did not know that.
I didn't know it, so thanks.
Yeah. Of course, anytime.
Who?
Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld.
Yes. First, she's a brunette like I am.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But also, she's just really good looking, and so I want an actor that's going to look good to play me so that people think I look even better than I do. Which, if my mom is listening, don't worry. I think I look beautiful.
Yeah, she does.
All right. Well, if you've got nothing else to share with us, we do appreciate very much you being with us today, Caitlyn.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much for joining our podcast for this morning.
So that will be a wrap on this episode of Coffee in the Swarm. Thanks to our guest, Caitlyn Grover.
Yay.
And Maddie Byrne, our co-host.
Yeah.
And Ivan Joseph sitting in the back, the KBUZ station manager.
Yippee.
Good job, Ivan.
I'm Mike Hoffman, campus minister and host. Blessings until we meet again. Thank you.
Bye.